never get anyone before you, there won't be a next. You know how to calm me whenever you see me stressed. Life without you is so meaningless. We created this everlasting bond, it's Love D and F. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Love D
and F.
And today
we are going to have a discussion on how often we fight.
Yes. So basically this video is just to let you know that one, we're not perfect, and two, give a little advice on how we deal with the situations that we're faced with. Maybe it might not, maybe it might. Right now, before we start the video, one, like it. Two,
subscribe.
Drop a comment. Oh no. Oh yeah, subscribe too. And that was three. Drop a comment on how many times you guys think we fight.
Yeah.
So over the course of a year, we've probably fought. We don't fight. Gotcha. Video's done. Peace. No, I'm kidding. We don't really fight. It's more like a
long discussions. Maybe he doesn't agree with something, or maybe I don't speak up about something, and the last minute I'm like, oh, never mind, or something.
Yeah, it's like a lot of it's like
miscommunication.
A lot of it is one, miscommunication, and then two, it's just a lot of her. I don't mean to point the blame, but it's a lot of her not speaking up. Half of the situations could have been avoided by her just saying like how she felt about something.
Yeah.
Like just speaking up and like honestly just saying what she wants.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's been an issue. I'm not a very outspoken person, so I guess it brings some issues because I might not like something, but I don't necessarily say I don't like it. I kind of just try to deal with it. And he wants me to say how I feel all the time, so yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of like, honestly, that's an ongoing issue, and that's like one of our biggest issues, if you can consider it that. That's why I say we don't really fight. But yeah, that is one of the issues that we do have, because a lot of it is like, I understand, okay, from her perspective, she's like, you know, I just want to do anything for him, and you know, I just want to make him happy. I don't want to make him mad. I don't want to blah, blah, blah. So I'll just do whatever he wants to do. But a lot of it that she doesn't realize is that not only does she feel like that, I feel the same exact way. So I don't want her to be like, oh, you know, I don't want to do this because it's going to make you unhappy. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I don't want to do it if it's going to make you feel some type of way. You know what I mean? So that's where that's like one of the biggest issues is just her not speaking up. It has been getting better, you know, we've spoken about it a couple times, and it has progressed, you know. It's nothing that's like, it's not one of those dead issues where it's like, it just keeps happening. I mean, it does keep happening, but it's like more minimal than anything.
I've always tried to please everybody and make people happy, even though it doesn't necessarily make me happy, but I'm the type of person that will do anything to make someone happy, or I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or make them feel bad or offend them, but so I am working on speaking up.
You know, because it's honestly, it's not just with me though.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, it's not with him, but I see him almost every day. It's also with family, friends. I don't always speak up on how I feel. If I don't want to do something, I don't really say it.
Yeah, and that's like, yeah, and that sucks because like, you know, obviously she's a baby girl. I want her to be happy too. So like when I know that she's not okay with something, like I won't do it, or I'll switch up, or I'll be like, oh, whatever I wanted to do, like I can kind of read her and see what things that she doesn't want to do. So I'll switch up what I want to do to make her happy. But then I think sometimes she notices it, and then she's like, no, well, we'll just do what you want to do. But like, no, well, I'm doing what you want to do. That's the issue. It's like we're both here trying to please each other, and when two people try to please each other, it kind of like, it's hard to find out. It's hard to find like a balance, to be completely honest, because it's like, no, but I want to do what you want to do. No, but I'm gonna do what you want to do. Is that not true?
It's true. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah, it's so true, and it's like, honestly, that's one of the biggest things that we do continuously argue about. But other than that, did we fight about anything else?
No, I wouldn't even say argue. I mean, is it arguing? It's not fighting.
No, I don't really like yell at her, cuss her out, or anything like that. Like,
or like, I don't give them attitude unless I'm really hungry. I think that I get hungry if I don't eat.
Hangry.
I get hungry.
Hangry, not hungry. Angry.
I get hungry when I don't eat, and sometimes he's not hungry and I'm hungry, and I'm just like, like.
And see, and that's another thing. That's like one of the other issues, like of her not speaking up. So, like a lot of the time, she's like, "Oh, I'm hungry," and I'm not hungry, you know. And I'll be like, she'll be like, "Oh, do you want to eat?" I'll be like, "No, I'm not really hungry," and she'll just sit there.
And be like, "Why not though?"
But why not?
Get hungry.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of it. No, but not. You don't even say that. Like you'll be like, oh, okay, then I'll be like, oh no, but I'll be hungry in a bit. Okay, we'll wait then to eat. No, we'll go eat right now if you want. No, we'll just wait for you. That's the part of the issue where it's like not speaking up. She's like, oh, you know, well, I'm just gonna do what you want to do. I'll wait. Don't worry. I'll put myself to the side. When it's like, in all honesty, I don't want her to put herself to the side.
And I don't want him to do that either.
You know, so it's like it's hard. To be honest, it's hard. Freaking the worst of our problems is trying to decide something.
I think we're
terrible relationship.
We're not selfish at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think
when it comes to her, I'm not really selfish. I try not to be. Like I try to do anything just to please her, you know, and try to go out of my way to do a bunch of different things. I've never really been like that. I've always been like to myself, really, and like, no, I want to do what I want to do. So even when we discuss, it's funny. It's funny. Oh, the funniest part about everything is that when we argue, she'll be like, "I'm sorry," and then a piece of me will melt, and I'll be like, "No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did it." You know, it's like it's back and forth, and that's where it gets hard. It's like it's back and forth. It's like, no, I shouldn't have did it. No, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did it. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And we just like apologize.
Yeah.
And honestly, what do you think about that?
I think it's cute. So we both try to compromise, and I think that's what makes it difficult. It's not even bad though. This is not even bad.
It's not bad. It's
that
really
we
not.
have to work on. It's not like a major problem.
Yeah. Oh, insecurities too. Blast.
Yeah. I think because we're a little different. I'm more
very different. As I'm pretty sure you guys can tell.
Yeah.
Like just watching the videos, you guys can freaking tell who's shy and who's not shy.
Yeah. We balance each other out because I'm more quiet. I'm more chill. I'm more calm. I'm shy. I'm not like confident, like, you know. And he's outgoing. He's not afraid to speak his mind. And so I guess it's just like a balance.
And you guys can see it. I'm sure you guys noticed from like the first video that we made to the video right now. And like the confidence in her has grown.
Yeah.
So I mean that's been a good thing. And that's like one of the things that we would like kind of argue about. It's like I want her to have more confidence.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for me sometimes because I'm like, why can't you just be like me? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like why can't you just be like me and be more confident? Like why is it so hard? But then like sometimes I do have to take a step back and realize that not everybody is as confident as I am. You know, I don't know why, but I don't know.
I mean, he helps me. He's been helping me, so I've been feeling more confident. But I think it's just like I don't know.
I just try my best to make sure that, you know, she feels her best, even if she doesn't feel like she's at her best.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know, so I mean, on that topic, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole arguments and stuff like that. That's what our fights are really about. And we're never at each other's neck. I think that's a good thing. That we're never at each other's neck like, you're stupid, I hate you. I hate you.
I would never disrespect him like that. I would never talk down on him or...
And I think that's what helps us the most. Like we don't like talk down on each other. It's like if I do say something, I try not to mean it in any offensive way, and I kind of explain it to her to make sure she understands like how I'm saying it, and like, you know, I don't want her to take anything offensive, really.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't mean for her to get offended by it. It's like sometimes I'm very blunt, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I'm very blunt, and I'll tell her how it is. Like, no, you know, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. You know, whether it be with her friends, family, whatever, you know, she just, sometimes it's like, no, but what if, blah, 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 blah. It's like, she feels, I don't know, sorry, I don't want to say.
Kind of like I owe people something. Like, if you're nice to me, I feel like, you know, like I can't do something that I want and it's not going to be in their favor. So
she has a hard time saying no.
Yeah.
That's what it is. She has a hard time saying no, and it's like there's some things that I know for a fact she does not feel like doing. But she has such a hard time saying no, you know, and I tell her, like, honestly, you don't owe anybody anything. You don't, you know, you don't owe anybody your time, you know, for what it is. You know, if I tell her, oh, babe, let's go to freaking Knott's, she can be like, you know, honestly, I don't feel like going. She doesn't owe me. She doesn't have to say yes to everything that I say, you know? I'm open to disagreements. Fine, you don't want that? Okay, well, what do you want? What do you suggest?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it is. It's like, she doesn't know how to say no or tell me no. That's another one. She doesn't know how to tell me no. And it kind of, it's...
tell anyone no.
Yeah, and it kind of frustrates me because I want her to say what she wants. And like, I want it. I do. I really want her to say what she wants, and she's just like, no, baby, whatever you want.
That's just the person I am. I'm okay with a lot of things, and I'm not like, for example, if we want to go eat somewhere, I'm really fine with anything unless I'm really craving something.
So, I mean, with all that being said, like I said, you know, again, reiterate, we don't really have too many discussions.
So I think also I forgot to say one thing. I want him to keep in mind that everything I do, I don't do it with bad intentions. I wrote a book. I wrote that on the book, that I always want him to remember that everything I do is genuine, and I do it for him, or I do it for me, but I don't do it out of spite. I'm not a spiteful person. I'm not really petty. I get really frustrated because I'm like, damn, if you really knew what I was thinking or how I feel, you know, you wouldn't question anything, you know.
But at the same time, it's kind of like hard for me to understand that, because like some of the stuff, it comes off as malicious. Even though I know she's not trying to do it malicious, I don't think she really understands what she says. And that's where I'm just like, yo, because I'm very detail oriented. So meaning like I know everything, and she tells me something, I know all the little details. So if something like that is out of place, I'll be like, wait, well, you didn't say that this time.
Yeah, it's like,
you didn't say that time. Like, so yeah, I'm like, why is the story switching and whatnot? Like, I don't understand like why. You know, and that's,
like, if there's no like reason, I didn't like be like, oh, you know, it's just, I don't know. So that's why we made this video. We want to talk about how often we argue and what are they about, and then we should say how we fix them.
So now, as a part on how we fix everything, what is the number one way you think we fix it?
By apologizing and owning up to whatever it is that you did or said, and if he hurt my feelings, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, or if I hurt his feelings, I let him know, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. This is really like, this is what I meant, and this is what I wanted to get out of, and we just have a full conversation, and then I remind him that I love him so much and I'm never gonna do anything to harm him.
Okay, so the major way that we fix or patch up any of our problems is to just apologize.
Yeah.
As prideful as I am, when it comes to her, I'll apologize. Like it's not hard for me to apologize, especially if I messed up. Like, I understand I'm not perfect, she's not perfect, whatever, you know, but it's not hard for me to apologize with her. And I think that's what really helps our relationship and why we're like so happy all the time. And like what you guys see is pretty much us being happy.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why, because we apologize. The second thing that we do is place each other in each other's shoes.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know, we kind of reverse the situations, like, well, what if it's like this? Okay, this is how I felt. How would you feel about this?
Yeah.
And when we do that, we kind of realize like, oh, you know, no, I wouldn't like that. Or, yeah, I would like that, or whatever. And if it's something that we disagree on, then we come to a compromise.
Yeah.
I think, and that's the third one. So we compromise.
Yeah.
I think that's the third biggest step. We compromise and make sure that both of our feelings are intact and both of our decisions are intact, so that we can just have a better outcome for everything. So number 4, there's 5 of them, by the way. Number 4 is that what?
We talk about everything, and so we say, okay, for next time, or if this happens again, this is how we're gonna go about it, so like it doesn't repeat again. So we just try to find a solution, and we stick with that solution to apply it for later.
And number 5, which I think is another major one, is we let each other know how we feel within 10 to 15 minutes of us having our discussion.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you let it go on longer, you know, there's a lot of anger that's built up inside, you know. I understand there's some people that like to take a little bit longer, you know, just to relax, calm down before they blow up and say something. And I'm like one of those people too. That's why I need 10 to 15 minutes. Like, yo, let me let everything sink in so I don't say nothing stupid, and just like, okay, now this is how I feel about the situation, you know. And I don't really hold it from her. I don't like keep anything in my mind. I let her know exactly what it is, exactly how I feel, so that she understands, and she does the same exact thing. She lets me know exactly how she feels, so there's no real miscommunication. And that's how we fix it. You know, we just let each other know how we feel. So again, the 5 things that we do to fix our problems is 1, apologize, 2, place each other in each other's shoes, 3, we compromise, 4, we come up with a solution, and 5, we let each other know how we feel. And I think that's like the tips to how we keep our relationship so successful.
Yeah.
And how we still have our date nights and whatnot to go
We're
out.
still on our honeymoon phase.
Quote unquote honeymoon phase that people say are like, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna end your honeymoon phase in 8 months. Wrong.
It's been 14 months.
Yeah, and I still feel the same, even stronger about her,
Yeah,
you know?
I still miss him if I don't see him for a day.
And I think that's how we just keep everything fresh. We just follow those 5 tips.
Yeah.
Just be an adult about it.
Yeah.
Don't be like
Not be petty
prideful,
or
petty, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta just be an adult about everything and then realize that if you wanna make it work, you're obviously with the person for a reason. You wanna make it work. So if you wanna make it work, then you have to put some of your personal needs and some of your selfishness to the side and your pridefulness to the side, because it's not always gonna be what you want. And once you become okay with that, then I think you'll have a successful relationship.
Be happy.
And be happy. Yeah, guys. So again, thank you for watching the video.
Thank you.
We appreciate all the support you guys have been showing. Don't forget to share the video, like it, comment your favorite part, comment if you agree with what we say,
you know, what you think.
or what you think. You know, how do you guys fix your problems with your significant others if you have some? If not, then with your friends. Like, how do you fix them? You know, let's have a conversation. Just drop them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe.
We really appreciate all of the love and support that we get from you guys, and it's so heartwarming to see you guys comment. And
also, you can comment down below if you guys want to see a challenge next week. What do you guys want to see?
Or let us know what you want.
Yeah, let us know if you like these videos. You know, like, you know, there's some stuff. There are some more videos that we're gonna put out like this, but this is just like one of the ones that we've been wanting to do since we started the channel. It was supposed to be like our second or third video. I did 4. Our second or third video. I don't know which one it was supposed to be, but we just, you know, we've been doing other stuff and blah blah blah. So I think it's finally time that we came around to this, and you know, after being a year and whatnot, I think we have enough time to say, like, you know, what we deal with on the daily. So thank you guys again. Peace.